Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Statisticians Hub. Today, we will be discussing descriptive statistics in IBM SPSS software again, but this time it is for the grouped frequency distribution. Now, what is grouped frequency distribution? So, grouped frequency is nothing but we have a definite class interval and against which we have the corresponding frequencies. So, as we already discussed earlier, descriptive statistics have two major divisions, measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion, under which various measures are calculated. In this video, we will be covering some of them for both the cases. As for measures of central tendency, we are covering mean, median, mode, and under the measures of dispersion, we are covering variance and standard deviation. For mean, in the previous video, we have discussed regarding ungrouped data, and in this case, we are considering grouped data. So there is a little change in the formula also. You can see that a new inclusion in the formula as Fi. Fi is nothing but the frequency of the ith class, that is the class under consideration, and Xi is the midpoint. Similarly, median, the middle value, which is denoted as L plus n upon 2 minus capital F divided by small f into W. Capital L is the lower class boundary of the median group. Capital F is the cumulative frequency of the group before median group, and small f is the frequency of the median group. W is the width of the median class. We are given certain number of classes against their corresponding frequencies. So the middlemost class is the median class. Moving forward, we have mode. The formula for mode is capital L plus Fm minus Fm minus 1 divided by 2 into Fm minus Fm minus 1 minus Fm plus 1 into W. So, capital L, we already discussed lower class boundary, but this case it is for the model class. That is, we know the model class. The class having the highest frequency is the model class. Fm is the frequency of the model class. Fm minus 1 is the frequency of the class prior to the model class. Fm plus 1 is the class just after the model class. W is the width of the model class. Similarly, moving forward, we have variance. So we already discussed in the previous video about what is variance. So this is the formula for variance for the grouped frequency distribution. So the formula is a bit different from the ungrouped one, as we have an inclusion here as Fi. So Fi is nothing but the frequency of the ith class, that is the class under consideration. Xi is the corresponding mid value, X bar is the average, and capital N is the total frequency. We have the standard deviation right over here, which is nothing but the square root of the variance. Now moving forward, we have skewness and kurtosis. As we already discussed, what is skewness and what is kurtosis. Skewness defines the asymmetry of the distribution and kurtosis defines the pickedness of the distribution. Mathematically, skewness has this formula and kurtosis has this formula. So, a bit of change from the previous one as an inclusion in this case as Fi, and the remaining formula remains the same for both the ungrouped and grouped cases. Moving forward to the quartiles and percentiles part. Quartile, which divides the data into 4 different parts, where the first quartile or the lower quartile is that value of the variate up to which 25% of the data lies. Having the formula Q1 is equal to capital L plus n upon 4, capital N upon 4 minus capital F divided by small f into W, where capital L, capital N, capital F, small f, W, everything is mentioned earlier. Second quartile, which is the median, upper quartile, that is the third quartile, has its formula capital L plus thrice n upon 4 minus capital F divided by small f into W, and percentiles are the given percentage of data lies within a value denoted as P alpha, where alpha goes from 1 to 99, which are the percentages. Now we have a problem right over here. For the following group frequency distribution, compute mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, first and third quartile, skewness, kurtosis, 35th and 78th percentile, and also draw the histogram for this. We have the data set having class interval 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and so on, and their corresponding frequencies. So now we moved into the SPSS software, where in the variable view I have three different variables. First one is named as lower, as it is the lower limit. I labeled it here. Next is the upper, that is upper limit, and next is the frequency. Everything is of type numeric, having the width 2 and no decimal point, as the lower limit, upper limit, as well as the frequency doesn't have any decimal point in them. Now, if we go to the data view, we have typed the data here: lower limit, upper limit, and frequency. As we can see that the class interval is 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and so on. Now, first thing we need to do is we need the middle value of the class interval, that is the mid xi. For that, so first thing we need to do is go to transform, go to compute variable. Now, under the target variable, we type mid xi, and here in the numeric expression, first we give first bracket from here, and we click the lower limit from here, click here. Now we need a plus over here. We click on the upper limit, send it to the right side by clicking here. Now we move here, click on the divide. Now we click 2. So this is the formula for the average. We click on OK. So we need to change the target variable name from mid. We need to remove the space from the target variable. We click on OK. As the output says it is executed, we can see in our data view that mid xi is generated for the first class interval, that is 5 to 10. The mid value is 7.50. For the second class interval, we have 12.50, and so on. Now, the next thing we need to do is we click on data. We click on weight cases here. Now we click on frequency from here. We click on weight cases by, and we take frequency from the left to the right under the frequency variable. We click on OK. As the command says, weight by frequency. Now we close our output window. We click. Now our data is ready to give us the descriptive statistics output. We go to analyze. We go to descriptive here. We go to frequencies. This one we all had done in the previous video. We click on mid xi. Click here. That now mid xi goes to the right side of the screen under the variables. Now we go to statistics. We click here under the central tendency. We get the options here. We need the mean, median, mode to be calculated. Under the dispersion, we click on standard deviation. Also, we need the variance. Under the distribution, we need the skewness, also kurtosis. Now I need the quartiles also. Now I need percentiles too. I click on percentile here. I type here 35. I click add. Again, I type here 78. I click add again. Now we are good to go. We click on continue, but I need the histogram too. So I go. So here we click on the charts. We click on histogram. We click on show normal curve on histogram. We click continue and click on OK. So we can see that here in the output window, here are the values. You can see that, and that is the frequency is 140, mean is this, median is this. We have all the statistics what we need here, and down below we have the histogram right here. Now if I need it, we go to Word, click on blank document, send this to full screen. Now I right click here. Okay, sorry, let me first copy it from here. So these are my statistics. copy it. Now I go to the Word file, right click here and paste it like this. Similarly, I can go to the output window. Down below I have the histogram here. I right click here, copy from here, go to my Word file, and if I right click here and paste, you can see that I have my histogram right over here, and near the histogram here is the mean standard deviation and total frequency is printed here. These are my statistics. In this way we can get the statistics in our Word file so that we can print it out. So that's all from my side. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any query, you can comment down, and if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.